Hello there, and you're very welcome back to National Aquatics Centre. What a morning's entertainment we've had here. Ireland crowned Home Nations champions, and now it's the turn of England and Scotland in the men's section. Win for England would mean they will be the champions of the Home Nations in the men's side of things. Both teams being presented to the crowd here, and then we'll have the national anthems, and we will be back with full live commentary after that.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're very welcome to the final day of the 2023 Women's and Men's Home Nations Tournament. Our match this afternoon is England wearing white caps versus Scotland wearing blue caps. Captain number 5, Rudy Polster. 1, Elliot McHugh. 2, George Davis. 3, Aaron Winstanley. 4, Cameron Powell. 6, Jordan Elliott. 7, Daniel Atkinson. 8, Tom Hunt. 9, John Pratt. 10, James Salt. 11, Ryan Symington. 12, Fraser Dogood. 13, Thomas Manley. 14, Oliver Vodden. Head coach, Nick Hume. Assistant coach, Matthew Holland. Team manager, Ian Elliott. In blue caps, number 4, captain, Andrew Melville. 1, Wesley Connellan. 3, Matthew Seward. 5, Luca Dodero Pollock. 6, Finlay Nesbitt. 7, Ben Scott. 8, Ross Stewart. 9, Rory Nesbitt. 10, Dominique Zara. 11, Lewis Hunter. 12, James Miller. 13, Thomas Cameron. Head coach, Mark Speed. Team manager, Ian Melville. Our referees are from Ireland, Mr. Carl Wilkes. From Wales, Mr. Mike Jukes. And our delegate, Mr. Stephen O'Brien from Ireland. Please be upstanding for the English national anthem.
All right, well, the anthems have been sung and the stage is set for the penultimate game of this Home Nations tournament. We'll be back with full live commentary now in just a couple of moments. Hello there, and you're very welcome back to our live coverage here on HBV of the Home Nations Championships, live from the National Aquatics Centre in Dublin. Scotland and England. Scotland playing from left to right in the navy caps and white writing. England from right to left in the white caps and the red trimming. So this is the second last game of the men's section, and should England get victory, Mick O'Kane, they will be crowned Home Nations champions.
Yeah. Hi Kieran and hi everybody, particularly to the mum of the brilliant Jordan Elliott. She was listening in last night and was a little bit concerned about some of the commentary about Jordan. We're calling him a demolition man, but he really was doing that. He was demolishing what was put in front of him. So credit to him. He's had a brilliant tournament, and his father Ian, team manager, also very proud. So looking forward to seeing more of Jordan.
Well, talk about demolition. There's some start there. What a goal that was. And Scotland have got off to just the perfect start with a shot that has demolished any chance Elliot McHugh had of saving it from Rory Nesbitt. What a start for Scotland.
Absolutely a cracking goal from the number 9 Rory Nesbitt.
So England now coming back into central areas there, and Fraser Duggoyd has the ball, trying to wind one up. Will he have a go at the Scottish, a goal at Scottish goal, and there's a good battle in the centre forward area. And Luca Pollock was adjudged to have been fouling, and he was judged to have been fouling there. I think it was the aforementioned Jordan Elliott. And now here is Elliott. Elliott's chance.
There he is. Exactly. Bum, 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 bum. Jordan Elliott. What a goal. He is a fantastic player, and just like he did last night, he's put one away early doors. A fantastic goal by the City of Manchester / City of Coventry centre forward.
So England and Scotland have got us off to a cracking start here. It's a goal apiece inside the opening minute, and that early effort from Rory Nesbitt cancelled out from Elliott. And here's Scotland again. The crossbar rattled, and you could feel that one all the way up here. Good effort from Pollock, and the crowd bred a collective sigh there when that hit the crossbar, Mick.
Oh, smashing effort from Luca. Really, really strong, crisp shot, but hitting the crossbar that time.
Yeah, now here comes Scotland down this right-hand side.
Melville.
With Andrew Melville. And he's a player that you have been quite impressed with. Here's another chance for Scotland. This for an advantage, but really well robbed there. And the rob came from James Salt. And Melville's impressed you, Mick.
Yeah, he has. You know, he's had a really good turn, but you know, like honestly, the English side has been, you know, like very good as well, must be said. But I'll be going through a lot of these players during this match because it's worth looking at them again. And there's that main man again, Elliott. His mum must have had a word because he is on fire this afternoon for his second goal.
Yeah, second goal for Elliott, and that brings him to 9 for the tournament. And just congratulations to Ciara Frankie, who was voted MVP and top goal scorer in the women's section. And of course to Hannah Taylor, who won the goalkeeping award. So really good result for the Irish ladies. A clean sweep in terms of the individual accolades, and of course the collective one as well, which was most important. And Captain Roshan Cunningham-Smith collected what looked to be a beautiful trophy down there pitch side after the ladies' game. But here come England for a really dominant first quarter. Cameron Powell.
Yes, Cameron Powell, the 25-year-old from Exeter. I mean, he had a really stomping game last night, it has to be said, against Ireland. He came out early out of the blocks and really, really brilliant play, and he sustained that through the entire game. He was vital to England's win against a very strong Ireland team last night. He played really well. What I liked about that goal, Kieran, is the way he walked it in. Again, for junior players watching, the way Cameron walked it in, made the keeper have to work, and then he actually stuck it so far in the back of the net, it got stuck.
Yeah, it got stuck. And that really good start, that's a good stop there, but that really good start from Scotland has been more than cancelled out by England. And in fact, England have kicked on and they lead 3-1 here with just 3 minutes gone on the clock in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the players they have in Rudy Polster, Cheltenham, right there on the right wing. You've got a player with the calibre of John Pratt, the Sedgefield man, flicking it to Tom Hunt, the Cheltenham player. Strong players across the English side. You've also got the likes of Fraser Duggett in there, City of Manchester. So really strong players in at the moment. Also Daniel Atkinson from Invicta.
Yeah, so Scotland defended really well, forced England to waste time, but England still got the shot away, and there was the crossbar that came to the aid of Wesley Connellan. Now here's Scotland on the attack again with Nesbitt.
Danger man, the Caledonian man.
Pollock back for Nesbitt. Oh. And Elliott McHugh's post was given a good old bashing that time.
A good rattle there indeed. Nesbitt, he really likes to shoot from out deep. He's very confident in his shooting, and what I like about it is he's always hitting the target, whether it's the keeper, whether it's the cage, or whether it's going the back of the net. Very good player.
England just happy to try and pass it around via Polster. And Polster was linking up really well there with James
Danger
Salt.
man up there, Finlay Nesbitt. We know what he's like.
Yeah, fabulous game last night, Nesbitt. And Nesbitt will be looking to add to his 7 goals in this tournament. He's a real bright spark in that Scottish attack. Oh, a lot of pushing inside. And chance for Scotland. Ah, brilliant finish. Lovely finish there from Ben Scott. And the referee on the near side here, Mick, had spotted an infringement. I think it was, I don't know who in fact it was, but there was a really quick passage
what
play.
was great about that was the quickness of the Scottish team to not use the standard setup 6-5. They triggered the pass into the brilliant, as you said, Ben Scott, and he finished with aplomb. Really good goal from Scotland. 3-2.
Speaking to some of the Irish players earlier on, they were saying, you know, that they were disappointed in how the first quarter went. They felt the game kind of got away from them and then they had to claw it back. But Scotland if they can build on this and not allow the first quarter to get away from them, they'll have a really good chance. Yeah, and look, that's the fascinating thing about water polo, Kieran, is that, you know, teams will look at what happened in other games. So Scotland would have looked at how Ireland set up in the first quarter, and they're trying their best not to make that happen. But just as I say it, that man again, Jordan Elliott. Yeah, Elliott now to double digits for the tournament. That's a hat-trick inside the first 5 minutes of this game. 10 for the tournament. And he'll be looking at that top goal scorer as well.
Yeah, he sure will, you know. And look, just as I was saying, that Scotland would have been looking at that first game, you know, that game that Ireland played against England yesterday evening, and yes, they're certainly looking like they've understood the best way to go against England is to, you know, really push forward, and they're doing that there. There's 2 drivers.
Yeah, so Scotland trying to drive at England and use the faster
and
swimmers,
get
as
the
you were
exclusion.
saying. Good exclusion. There's chances now.
Successful
at the back
tactic.
Stick. Ben Scott doing well to win that exclusion there, and now Scotland trying to work it round and trying to just offer something that's matches Seward. Seward's come inside, but he pops it out wide here, and Scotland just really happy to use it. 8 seconds left in the clock, but just trying to find that right option. The right option came, but it was a good save from Elliot McHugh, beating away Ben Scott's effort.
Yeah, the Penguin man earned his stripes there, the 22-year-old goalkeeper. Really good save, particularly the fact that Scotland were really trying to work him around the cage on that 6-5, but he's up to the challenge.
Yeah, really interesting there. Cameron Powell swam all the way from this left-hand side across to the right-hand side there and tried to create an option, but that option there cut out well by the Scottish number 12, James Miller.
The 19-year-old from Caledonia.
And Miller just decides to go back to Wesley Connellan. And
yeah, Miller, the Scottish Junior Player of the Year in 2022. So, again, example of another young player coming through to senior rank and holding his own.
Yeah, absolutely. So Scotland now happy enough to build it back to their point. Rory Nesbitt. And Nesbitt again giving it inside to Zahra. We saw how important he was to the Scottish attack, and Zahra not happy that he wasn't being left alone. And Zahra did get the shot away, but it's gone wide.
Yeah, you know, another player for the England head coach Nick to have a look at. You know, Nick Hume brings vast experience to his coaching team and what he has here. So Nick Hume will be looking at players, individual players that Scotland have, but he has individual players of his own. Just like that. Bum, 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 bum.
Is a stunning goal from Cameron Powell.
That man again, Powell, the Exeter wing driver, taking it on the right side and finishing with real class. He is a class act, it has to be said.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Jordan Elliott is on 10 for the tournament, but Cameron Powell is on 9.
Woo! Exciting stuff here at the National Aquatic Centre
and
on
close
HPV.
to him is a favourite of yours, Mick, Dominic Zahra.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways he kind of reminds me of myself, you know, that type of player, likes to move, likes to create things. You want to see me in my heyday, Kieran.
Meanwhile, oh, good effort there.
Fast.
But the crossbar
quick hands
did enough to deny Scotland, and England have it in defence. And there's a wee bit of bite to this one.
Look, it's England, Scotland. What else could you expect except a really good contest, Kieran?
Yeah, so
as of all the games been over this 3 days.
George Davies has it. Oh, what about that? There's another one for England, and They are really putting their foot down in this opening quarter, and they are just dominating. So I think that's a maiden goal, Mick, for Oliver Vodden. Scotland trying to come again. But there's been an infringement here just on James Miller. And Miller switches it centrally now to Pollock. Pollock winding it up, and a really good right-handed save from Elliot McHugh turns it around for the first corner of the game.
Yeah, Elliot McHugh, the Penguin goalkeeper, senior debut just last year, and is vice chair of the Swim England National Youth Advisory Panel. So a young man that has lots of responsibility here in goals and in developing the sport.
Yeah, absolutely. So back it comes now, and a chance for Scotland, but fired over there by James Miller. Powell.
Double bounce.
Double bounce, end of the first quarter. England 6-2 in front. All right, we're back with you here at the National Aquatics Centre, and we've been treated to 8 goals in the first quarter. And it's the men from England who are leading here against Scotland by 6 goals to 2. Absolutely beautiful day here again in Dublin. We've been treated to great weather. And on days like this, you'd love to have a Waterpolo arena outside, but unfortunately we know what it's like here. From September to May, it's not the best place for.
Kieran, if Ireland Waterpolo, bring these fabulous teams to tournaments in Hungary and Spain, we better get the sun cream out.
Well done, Oliver Vodden wins the initial swim off there and got it back to Fraser Dugoid, and Dugoid's going to swim right at the heart of the Scottish defence and trying to work something. Vodden's gone into the hole. Great take by Vodden. Oh, brilliant intercepting there by James Miller just as Vodden was about to pull the trigger. And Miller intercepted it. And now Scotland trying to break down this right-hand side with Miller. Miller has options back left, but he's gone for this small ball to Pollock. And Pollock now has options in the hole too with Melville. And the shot came in, but well beaten away. And it'll be another corner to Scotland.
Big shot there, and equally big save.
Scotland just trying to do something, and Pollock back as far as Miller. And out on the far side, good defending by England. And it's back in the hands of Elliot McHugh. Safe
hands they are too. Has to be said. Very, very good goalkeeper.
Yeah, fantastic shot stopper.
Fantastic.
And the ball being played centrally there after a good pass from Tom Hunt. Tom Hunt found Rudy Polster, but Scotland have found the turnover, and Wesley
Luca
Connellan.
Pollock with really good defending there. The Portobello man, that was really, really strong defending.
Yeah, and Connellan
now has
Pollock,
the ball.
and Pollock just plays it really good ball to the back stick, and a chance for Scotland to pull one back, and that's a really good finish.
Oh, bum,
That's
bum,
a super
bum,
finish.
bum. That is
Is
a
it
great
Ben
goal
Scott?
from the Ben Scott Portobello man. Really great play.
The Scottish number 7 is on 5 for the tournament. Now he's taking a well-deserved rest, and in his place comes Dominic Zahra.
We could call that one the Pollock Scott, Kieran.
We could write a book.
We're real fans of those 1-2s, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely. Nothing nicer.
Can't beat it.
We Tuesday in a day. Now, England trying to come again, and good defending again from Scotland, from Andrew Melville, but he was a wee bit too enthusiastic in the tackle, and it's back inside England with a chance to the near. Really good effort there coming in from John Pratt, but Connellan needed to be alert, and he did, and a good save with the left hand. Now here's Melville. What can Scotland try? They've got swimmers inside, and they've got 2 more out on the far side of the pool, and that's where they've gone, trying to work it with Nesbitt back towards Zahra. Nesbitt making good ground in towards the central area, and trying to get to him as Rudy Polster. 7 seconds left on the clock. Scott need to work something. There is the ball inside, a really good hand from Polster. Got up ahead of Finlay Nesbitt, and Finlay's the danger man.
Great defending there by the Cheltenham man, Polster. And another diagonal ball, Kieran.
Oh, they deserve something from this. Really good effort from England, and really good defending, and Polster found his man with a beautiful diagonal pass, and that man has found the back of the Scottish net, and I think it's a goal for James Salt.
The Polster Salt combination.
So 5 for the tournament for James Salt.
We might have to pick out our favourite cross-diagonal pass and goal, huh?
I'm just thinking
the
Colvin Frankie or the Polster Salt. It's one of the two.
The Colvin Frankie now, I think, really at the moment for me, still the one that's to be, tried to be beaten or outdone. It's just been up. There really was some top-class water polo in that ladies' match earlier. Ireland women with the Four Nations win, and just to put it in the context, Kieran, Ireland winning that Four Nations and beating England at senior level, it just shows you the development of the game at Irish women's level. And talking to Gary O'Brien and Ciara Frankie, after the game, what Ciara likes about what she's seeing, and Gary, just the desire to improve.
Yeah, absolutely. And here Scotland coming again now, and Matthew Seward has it, and Seward is more than happy to drive at England. Now he's happy to play it across. Oh, what a left-handed save. Oh, and then the follow-up came in there from Rory Nesbitt. But that was a brilliant save by the English number 1 from Diadro Pollock's effort, and that was really good Scottish play.
Double save from Elliot McHugh. First from out deep, and then at close range. My lord, that was fantastic water polo goalkeeping we've seen there.
He is a fabulous shot stopper, Elliot McHugh. Here's another man who can play really good water polo, is James Salt. 5 goals for the tournament, and it was very nearly 6, but it took the hands of Wesley Connellan to beat that one away.
Oh, the goalkeeping on display in this match, and as with the entire tournament, has just been top class.
Such an important position in water polo, isn't it? Because it's the position that starts everything.
Yeah, and opposing teams will look at the goalkeeper as well to figure out what he's like from out deep, with shots from 5-7 meters. 6-5 here.
Good hands, Scotland, and they've done well to do that. Oliver Vodden was threatening to get another goal, his second of the tournament, his second of the day, had that gone in, but Scotland did really well, and now there is a swimmer away on this far left side, but Scotland have decided to go short and giving it to Dominic Zahra. Diadro Pollock is to his right, but he's given it to Rory Nesbitt, and Nesbitt now just gives it back to Zahra, and Zahra, the point is driving forward now, options to his right, he's chosen Diadro Pollock, and gives it back now to Zara as he winded it up. 2 seconds to go. 2 seconds to go on the shot clock. Good shot, deflected over a corner. They'll get 20 more seconds now to try and get themselves a 4th goal.
Yeah, look, and Pollock flicking it to Zara. Zara, we've seen him over the 3 days. He likes to shoot, from range, and that was a real example of looking to play to your strengths. Zara, and now they have another chance.
Good idea, really good idea, but unfortunately, from a Scottish point of view, it just went looping over Elliot McHugh's crossbar. And one thing, Mick, that we have to point out, we've had a really good tournament here from Friday evening, but like everything else, this game going really fast. All the good things in life go too fast, and it's been just such a really exciting tournament, and I've really enjoyed watching this English men's team.
Absolutely, again, it's credit to the head coach Nick Hume, that the way he has his team prepared, beating a very good Ireland side. Here they are performing at a high level against Scotland, and also they had it against Wales. They, from the 7 we have in outfield to the bench, it's just been really brilliant to watch.
Yeah, and really brilliant to watch there was Wesley Connellan's save, and that's gone for a corner, and the corner was taken quickly, and England trying to work something with Cameron Powell into Oliver Vodden, and he's persisting with that Irish cap. I think it must be yours actually, Mick. You must have given it to him because he hasn't taken it off. A good ball in from Cameron Powell, but it was well dealt with by the Scottish number 4, Andrew Melville, and Scotland now still have it through Melville, and it's out on this side to Diadro Pollock, and Scotland trying to break, and inside Pollock is Seward.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be said, Oliver Madden is playing a bit like me. Very, very strong, very skillful. So it is possible it could be my hat.
Meanwhile, here is Dominic Zara. Zara back to Finlay Nesbitt. And Nesbitt now, what can he work? He can work it back to Zara. And Zara just lost possession of the ball with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. But Cameron Powell was judged to have been fouling him. Here's Melville, need to get this away. Melville! It required every bit of that hand from Elliot McHugh to touch it onto the crossbar.
And look, just below us, Kieran, Jordan Elliott coming in at the halfway mark. For young academy players watching, when you're playing at this level of polo, you don't have to get in at the corner. You can come up as far as halfway. What that does, it allows Jordan Elliott to get into the game quite quickly instead of going half the pitch. Really clever knowledge by him and his coach Nick Hume.
Yeah, absolutely, and there was a really good interception. England were just threatening to move Scotland from side to side, but a big hand went up and took the ball out of the English possession.
And again, look, Lewis Hunter coming in close to halfway. It means less work to do to get back into the game.
Yeah, Finlay Nesbitt, the man that made the interception, comes Louis Hunter, and Lewis has the ball now.
Straight away onto it.
Just inside the English half, and looking inside now for a chance with Finlay Nesbitt, the man in the centre forward position, but it just went a little bit too far. Elliot McHugh got it back from Vodden, and England will see out this final minute with the possession and try and get one more, which would probably put them in a really comfortable position. But should Scotland turn them over and come up and score one themselves, it'll make for an exciting last 2 quarters here in this penultimate game at the National Aquatic Centre. Coming up after this, we have Ireland and Wales, and we're looking forward to that. We spoke to a good few members of the Irish team during the ladies' games, and they're really excited for their final game and really excited with the tournament we've had here over the course of this weekend.
Here's Scotland with possibly one last attack, Kieran.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go, and the Scots have the ball in the English half at the pool, and they will have a chance with Rory Nesbitt to swim it forward here. Finlay Nesbitt on this right side. Melville is playing centre forward. Pollock's in the point position, and moving forward now is Matthew Seward, but Pollock still doesn't pass it, but he gives it inside out to Rory Nesbitt. Nesbitt!
Oh,
that's a really good move.
Scorcho! Rory Nesbitt.
A really good move.
A really good goal, and everything about that goal was fantastic. The patience, the build-up, and then one of those lovely diagonal balls again, Kieran, to that man, and what a super finish.
Yeah, super finish, 7-4 now. If Scotland can shut out here and get to half time at 7-4, they would be very happy.
Tell you, game on here, Kieran. Crucially now for Scotland, try and keep this one out.
Yeah, and a win for Scotland here would give them an outside chance at the title. So that'll be maybe at the back of their minds too. Shot clock expiring, and so is the second half. 7-4 here at the National Aquatic Centre. We'll see you for the third quarter in just a moment. All right, welcome back. So it's the third quarter and the teams have switched ends. Scotland going from right to left, England from left to right here. And we are in store for what should be a very exciting final two quarters. England with a 7-4 lead, Scotland coming back really well. Oliver Wadden winning the swim off there, but the referee has called for the ball. I think England might have just called a timeout there, Mick.
Straight away, which is interesting. Really interesting.
So what would be the purpose there, Mick, of getting a message in that quickly after having a couple of moments at half-time?
So, I was talking actually last night to head coach Nick Hume for England, and he was enjoying this tournament in the sense that for his team, they're learning lots and lots of new areas, opportunities for development. What he's doing here, now that they won possession, he's deciding he wants to look at it straight away and make it a very clean possession from the halfway line versus going back to the players that are following the player to win the ball. So now England have a good attack, setting up as they want. So this is something even for other coaches to look at, that a head coach international level decides, call the timeout and let's make this a very strong play.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've just noticed there that Ben Scott's actually been put out. So Cameron Powell now has man up situation here, and England just trying to work it. Fraser Dugard, oh, just slightly overcooked that one, and England will need to get it back, and Dugard has it again, being encouraged to shoot. Oh, it's gone in. It took a deflection on the way in, I think. Either way, Fraser Dugard will claim it, and I think it took a deflection off Finlay Nesbitt. And Dugard, he's been so key to England over this tournament, but remarkably, that's only his second goal of the tournament. And he's, as I say, been so central himself and Symington. Here's Finlay Nesbitt now for Scotland.
Yeah, absolutely. The City of Manchester player, Fraser Dugard, he's been really good, and really will be pleased with that goal.
Yeah, oh, chance. Oh, really good effort there coming in from Lewis Hunter. And it was very interesting because Rory Nesbitt was saying that, I think it was Tom Hunt had put the ball under the water and he got the free. He was very vocal to the referee on the near side here, and Scotland got the ball and the ball just went out and wide. But
Dugard on the ball again. Yeah,
really instrumental, as has been this man, Cameron Powell. And one thing I just noticed, Mick, at the break there, was that this Scotland team are tall, really lean team.
Oh, and there's
good
that
finish
man again, Jordan Elliott.
Jordan Elliott. But this English team are really strong guys.
Yeah, look, water polo as a sport needs upper body strength, needs strong leg work. So there's lots and lots apart from swimming up and down. So, rest assured, everybody in these teams work so hard to get themselves match fit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can just see down on our left hand side is the Welsh team getting ready for their game against Ireland, the final game of this 12-game tournament over the ladies and the men's. And that's a really good
danger.
Ball. England have set Cameron Powell away. Oh, brilliant save from Wesley Connellan. But it was that quick ball that came from Thomas Manley, and England again sticking with their principles and swapping keepers in both codes.
For Wesley to save that against somebody of the calibre of Powell, one-on-one, that was top drawer.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant save. And Cameron Powell will take the corner on this near side here, the left-hander. Powell pops it across. And is there a chance for England to get yet another shot away? Oh, what a brilliant left-handed save again from Wesley Connellan.
Big strong shot from the Sedgefield man, John Pratt. John's played 99 team representing GB in the European Junior Championships 2018 and the World University Games in Naples in 2019. A wing driver, really good shot from John Pratt.
Oh, England have a chance here. They've men over at the back. Take a really good finish. That is as good as you will see anywhere. And it came in from the man you just mentioned there, Mick.
Absolutely, there he is, showing his worth to the team, showing his worth to the coach, and getting a vital goal to nudge England a little bit more ahead, 10-4. Really good work from John, but rest assured this Scottish team will come back and regroup.
Yeah, and just down to our right-hand side, I can see the two head coaches, Gary O'Brien and Zoran Zablic, the men and the women's head coaches, just having a conversation. That's nice to see.
Yeah, two phenomenal brains in terms of water polo and their knowledge, and we're lucky to have them, Kieran.
Yeah, very much so. Here is Finlay to Rory Nesbitt. Nesbitt inside and getting it back. The quick 1-2 there with Ben Scott. Back to Finlay Nesbitt for Rory Nesbitt. Chance maybe of the shot. He went for the loop, but Thomas Manley saw what he was doing.
And his little shake of the hand there from the English keeper. Not on my watch. Not that type of lob.
No, not today. So another exclusion coming here. It's the English number 7, I think. It's Jordan Elliott maybe been put out of the pool. No, I'm wrong. It's the Scottish number 7. That's Ben Scott out again. So here's now Hunt. And Hunt pops it back for Davies and went over the head with a chance. Oh, what a goal. John Pratt. A lot of these English players putting their hand up for top goal scorer, because there's Pratt on to 9. Elliott has 11. Cameron Powell has 9.
Yeah, even though you're part of a team, sometimes there's competition amongst each other to exactly that, top scorer. So
it's always nice to have something on your mantelpiece that says you were the best.
Yeah, they all have their own little private little battles none of us even will know about. team game first, but scorers, as you know, love getting goals, love get the getting the credit, but that doesn't come from just them. It's the whole team that helps them make it possible.
Yeah, absolutely. So England have the ball again, and to be fair to England, they saw what Scotland tried to do with the quick swimmers, but they've changed their game and they're really attacking Scotland too, swimming fast up the pool.
Yep. It's again that tactical knowledge, awareness to figure out how to find ways. Oh!
Dominic Zara!
Bum, Dominic Zara. Who else?
He's putting his name up, his hand up now, saying, hello, I'd like to be that top goal scorer. He's got 9 for the tournament.
This is intense. So many great players and fantastic goals, Kieran.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And
the Caledonian man there, he's won the BUCS 2022. I mentioned it before with Edinburgh University and another Caledonia. This team, Portobello and Caledonia, these players go at each other head to head in club level, but here they are united as one at international level.
Yeah, and speaking of united as one, Mick, it's just something I was thinking about going home up the road last evening was, we see the success every 4 years of a British and Irish Lions tour in rugby, and I just wonder how a British and Irish team in water polo going out maybe and playing Croatia and Bulgaria and these other nations, America, how that would work.
Oh, look, I mean, God, that'll be really, really fascinating and exciting to watch. I mean, I wouldn't like to be the head coach trying to pick a 15 for that because, good golly, there's some credible players across all these 4 teams. That would be some effort.
Yeah, good right-handed save from Thomas Manley. Well, I think it's something we could all get on board with. And
listen, if you get the togs on yourself, Kerr, you might even get a call up.
I'd probably clear the place quicker, if I'm honest. But now here's Pollock. A chance. The chance came in there from Dominic Zara, but it was Thomas Manley who
Jordan Elliott
kept it out. Oh, have they found a chance here? England maybe they have. It's Rudy Polster, I think, the English number 5, and Polster's coming one-on-one with Connellan. Big save from the Scottish number 1.
Indeed, it was Polster, the Cheltenham player. Indeed, yes. Great play.
So Polster out to take this corner, and the referee just said tell him to go to the 2-metre line. So back to Polster from Dugoid. And back for Dugoid centrally. Oh, lovely little ball around the corner, but really well read by Connellan. And as he got there, he was fouled. I think it was Jordan Elliott who did the fouling, was it? In fact, I think it's gone the opposite. It could be a penalty to England.
Yeah, and Jordan Elliott has a ball in his hand.
So this would be 5 for Elliott and 12 for the tournament.
He's stepping up. There's probably a little bit of, as you said, competitiveness kicking in here now.
Oh, what a save! Oh, brilliant. It looked even better because it came off the post, but big, strong hand.
Big save.
Oh, that's class.
Wesley Connellan, oh, what a save.
Now, this would be big if Scotland could get one themselves after that save, and it's played into a central area, but a really good hand in there from Rudy Polster, but Finlay Nesbitt has it again, and Nesbitt pops it across the far side to a chance. Oh, really good hit there. What a finish from James Miller. That's his 2nd goal of the tournament. And it feels like a really big one because instead of going 12-5 down, it's now 11-6.
Yeah, brilliant goal from the Caledonian player. Awarded Scottish Junior Player of the Year 2022, Kieran. So that's the type of player James Miller is, and he's stepping up. He's bringing that intent, desire as a young player into the senior frame at the National Aquatics Centre.
And Mick, if I was just to float it with you about that Ireland, England, Scotland, Wales team, and we just take one position which has really intrigued me all weekend across both codes here as Fraser Dugoid winds it up. Dugoid off the post. If you just look at the 4 goalkeepers on show in the male competition, Owen Doyle, Elliot McHugh, Wesley Connellan and Iwan Edwards, that would be a nightmare headache for a start.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like each of those players bring all different facets to the game, but all four, in terms of the four you've mentioned, are just superb goalkeepers in the cage.
And there's another one,
example.
Thomas Manley.
Exactly.
And Manley interchanging of course, with Elliot McHugh every half. What a forearm that was. Good save.
Exactly. So, you know, even when Thomas Manley gets in between the six, as we say, in the cage, he delivers the same level of quality, consistency. Really, really class goalkeeping there from the brilliant Thomas Manley.
Now here's Fraser Duggoid. Bit of a rush shot because time was going against Duggoid, but happy enough for Wesley Canellan.
Yeah, I mean, I got to speak to Tom last night, the City of Manchester player, post-match against Ireland, and he's just been so impressed by this tournament, by the facilities, and that is making him want to play better. Everything about this tournament is making the players tuned in. They like it, and we're seeing that in the pool.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Dominic Zara, another big save from Thomas Manley. He must have earpods in there because he's
every time I mention one of them, they do something quite outstanding.
Yeah,
who
really
else
good
shall I
save.
pick?
So England trying to just drive now with George Davies, and Davies popping it inside towards Cameron Powell. He is Hunt for company.
George Davies, a Cheltenham player. Solihull.
Back for
Excellent
Duggoid
player.
for Powell. 6 seconds to go. Good shot. Good save. Good shot from Tom Hunt. Canellan more than equal to it. 90 seconds to go, Mick.
Yeah, and there's that man, George Davies, tracking back, looking at the danger man, keeping a sharp eye on one of those very dangerous men, Finlay Nesbitt.
Now Dominic Zara trying to drive at England, but he's
Lots
being
of battles
confronted.
going on everywhere in this pitch. Really exciting to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. So Oliver Vodden.
Nesbitt's gone centre.
Oh. Lovely save from Thomas Manley. And here's a great insight. He's just turning around to his defence and saying, how is that ball coming at me? Where was it going?
Yep, but that's wwhere your keeper earns his stripes again. If those balls get past blocks, get past the attempts, the drives, a goalkeeper like Thomas Manley stood up and did what he does best.
Yeah, absolutely. Scotland with a chance off the post comes to the rescue of the Scots there, and George Davies reacted quickest, then fouled by Pollock, and the ball was pushed away from Finlay and Nesbitt, but Thomas Manley out quick as a flash to
Madden on the
pick
far
it up.
side.
Gone long here, and he's looking for Hunt, and he might have just found him. I think he has, and Hunt has a chance now to add his name to the score sheet today. Good defending from Seward, gets it back for Powell. Oh, what a left-handed save. Wesley Canellan, he didn't know much about that one, but he got the left hand up.
You will not see as good a save as that anywhere, not just here in the quarter, but across the globe. That was top drawer.
That was an awesome effort. Really good save. Left-handed save and deflected out for the corner. Hunt pops it back in centrally now towards Davies.
Portobello
for
man.
Cameron.
Great goalkeeping.
Cameron for Duggoid, and Duggoid for Vodden on the far side, and England just trying to work it back in now with Duggoid, trying to get the shot off, but he doesn't. Whoa! I was just going to say he doesn't have the space, but he found it. There wasn't much in that, I can tell you. Maybe the left hand of Zara just might have done enough to put him off. Now here's Diadro Pollock, and he is Finlay Nesbitt swimming strong through the middle if he wants to use the centre forward, but he doesn't. Turned around, Cameron Powell came across the top of him, and Pollock now also has Seward in the centre forward area. Went for the lob, but time is up, and that's the end of the third quarter. It's England 11, Scotland 6. All right, you're welcome back for the fourth and final quarter here of our penultimate match at the National Aquatics Centre. It's Scotland from right to left, trailing England by 11-6. And Fraser Duggoy just looks exhausted as he's come out of the pool there. He has put in a mountain of work this afternoon. Don't leave us, because when this game finishes, we will have Ireland and Wales live from 2 o'clock, and then we'll have the presentation of the awards at 3:10. So, a little bit of talking here among the English coach and team. And England starting this quarter, a man down, Mick.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Oliver Vodden does well to win the swim off and gets it back straight away to Rudy Polster. Polster now gives it to the man that was excluded, Tom Hunt, on this right hand side. And Hunt just driving at the Scottish defence, switches it across, looking again for Polster, but just a wee bit too much sauce on that one, and Polster has to go and collect, and that's eaten into their time. Oh, what about that? It was coming out anyway for an infringement from Elliott, but a really good shot. And Kennellan more than equal to it.
Again, Kennellan has had a fantastic game, has to be said, Kieran.
Absolutely, yeah.
Very consistent in his shot stopping.
There's Rory Nesbitt. Can he find someone? Playing two centre forwards here, and it's come back across, and now it's with Seward. And Seward just pops it out, and 4 seconds left for Scotland to get a shot away. Have they got a chance? No, England have defended that really well. And out it
Young goalkeeper Tom Manley. And look, you know, with goalkeepers again, in terms of age, sometimes with keepers, the more experience they get, the more caps. So, you know, there's plenty more in terms of career for the likes of Tom Manley, Owen Doyle, you know, really, really top drawer goalkeeper.
Yeah, and here is Oliver Vodden. He did really well to get away from Ross Stewart. And then Jordan Elliott was fouled, but it's back for Vodden. And Vodden pops it out to Winstanley. Winstanley across the back stick to Polster. Polster back for Winstanley, and Winstanley out this side to Vodden. And
My
Vodden
man Madden
just gets it back to Polster. Oh, Elliott with the chance. Good save from Kennellan. And then Tom Hunt tried to flick it across the line, but the Scottish number one got that little bit of luck he deserves.
Yeah, Tom Hunt was close there. The left-hander from Cheltenham was almost going to get a goal, but great work by Scotland.
Hello, of course, to everyone who's tuned in to us and have watched us over the weekend in England and in Scotland. We hope you've enjoyed as much as we have. And to our viewers in Wales, we haven't forgotten you, but you've one more game to go. So England attacking down this left-hand side. It's John Pratt. And Pratt plays it across here, but it's well intercepted there by Lewis Hunter. Lewis, the only player in the tournament, Mick, to have gotten a red card.
Yeah, and look, you know, that was a pass aiming for the brilliant Aaron Winstanley, City of Manchester, just there on the right. Just didn't get to him, but, you know, it's all really evenly poised, I would say, even at 11-6, Kieran.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Finlay Nesbitt for Rory Nesbitt. Looking for Zara, but a really good rob by Vodden. They're trying to find Zara in that centre-forward position, but he was being really well marshalled back there.
Yeah, you look like the Rotherham Solihull man, Vodden, the 20-year-old driver, really doing well when asked upon by his head coach, Nick Hume.
Here's something very interesting. Winstanley has not been tracked by Zara, and I think they were looking for a counter-attack. It never came, and now Winstanley can get back on him. Yeah,
Zara's one of those players, a bit like myself, likes to get in the head of his opposition and see if he can, you know, even up there in the zone. If a quick ball comes to him, watch this.
Yeah,
see if he can get one.
Let's see, can Zara get one from Rory Nesbitt, but Nesbitt's going to carry it. He's going to carry it to halfway, and he has options to his right. It's Ross Stewart to his right if he wants, and Stewart just backstroking his way across, but he goes this near side to Finlay Nesbitt, back for Rory Nesbitt, and Rory did well to see off the attentions there of Daniel Atkinson. Atkinson was chasing him down. Finlay Nesbitt wins.
Zara looking for it.
The free, Zara looking for it, but it's gone across now, and it's gone out to the right hand side with 2 seconds left. Chance, oh good left-handed save again from Thomas Manley, and again he's wondering why Rudy Polster's not tighter to Ross Stewart on that left-hand side of the English defence. The hat has come off Dominic Zara. Mick, go ahead.
Referee on the far side, my clubmate Carl Wilkes, having none of that from Zara. He's telling them, play on. We talk about it, play the ball, not the referee.
Yeah, solid advice in any code. So just under 4 minutes to go here in England with yet another attack, and there's been, I think, yet another exclusion. Yes, there has, as Oliver Vodden comes in and just pops it to the back stick. England working it out now and trying to get Hunt on the ball. Here comes Hunt. Out for Winstanley, back for Hunt. Shot blocked. And Scotland have turned it over. Now Scotland have swimmers away. Finlay Nesbitt is going really well here on this side. If they can find him, it's Ben Scott with the ball. Ben Scott looking up. Can he find Nesbitt? He's looking at him again. He hasn't given it. Good defence there from Tom Hunt, just to cut across Nesbitt and sniff out any danger. But they have it again with James Miller, and Miller just coming inside on Manley's goal. Manley shook the goals. I don't know if you saw that. And as he saved it, it touched the post and out to the far line.
No comment on that one, I'm afraid.
Very cheeky.
No comment.
Oh, it's not illegal once you don't get caught. Isn't that what they say? Really clever
Play on.
gamesmanship. We've a very
And again,
good
Jordan Elliott getting up to halfway. Remember, as young players, leverage that getting in where you can get closest to the action.
Yeah, Ross Stewart, he has seen that he has two players swimming hard here. One is Finlay Nesbitt. The other one is Dominic Zara, but it's 3-on-3 inside the English line. 2.5 minutes to go, and what can Scotland try and bring to it here? Swimming forward, Rory Nesbitt. Nesbitt has two options centrally. He decided to go himself, and again, Manley not happy with the defending on that left-hand side. Two strong hands to deflect it out for yet another Scottish corner. Really interesting, just smile on the face there of Rory Nesbitt. Say, my God, would you let one in? Here's Ross Stewart. Across for Miller. Miller back for Stewart. And Stewart coming and popping it out to the right-hand side there for Rory Nesbitt. Nesbitt!
Great save.
Really good save from Ross Stewart. Again, Thomas Manley, but you could hear the Scottish bench telling there was 4 seconds left, and we've got a timeout now. Called, I think, by England.
Yep, so again, Nick Hume leveraging his options on timeout. Looking to maybe give a little bit of rest. That this has been an intense game. It always is tough going. Three days of good, strong action, water polo. Nick Hume and the head coach for Scotland, Mark Speed, a chance for teams to get some liquid in, water, hydrate, rehydrate, and understand where they can find a little bit more energy to close this game out. Scotland to get a couple of goals back, and England looking to close it out, because as you said, it could come down to goal difference, and the next game, Ireland and Wales on the far side in the warm-up pool, and England know a good performance here is important. The goals they score, Scotland similarly, what they score. Everybody wants to keep pushing on. That's the great thing about water polo. They all want to do as best they can until the final whistle.
Yeah, well, there was a really strong arm from Wesley Connellan, and England are inside 2 minutes now, and they're just less than 2 minutes away from winning this Home Nations Championship. Meanwhile, we have a timeout call on the Scottish side of things. But just our thoughts go to James Salt. I see him down there holding his left arm and getting attention from the medical staff, and hopefully he's in not too big a bother.
Yep, the Penguin man. Hopefully he's okay. I mean, he does declare that he's the oldest player in the team. Maybe it's catching up on him, but I wouldn't think so. Looks a big, strong, great player.
So just a couple of brief messages coming in there from the Scotland bench, and England, I think, well deserved winning this Home Nations.
Yeah, and all the clubs that this England team represent, we talked about it a lot. You got Penguin, Cheltenham, City of Manchester, Exeter, Cheltenham, City of Manchester, City of Coventry, Invicta, Cheltenham, Sedgefield, Penguin, Sutton and Cheam, City of Manchester again, and then Rotherham. So a great selection of clubs there representing this fine England side.
Yeah, and Dominic Zara has taken a big hit to the head there, and he's not entirely happy, and he just looks out of sorts. Meanwhile, here is Fraser Dugoid. Dugoid has Jordan Elliott in the central position, but he's gone for Cameron Powell. And Powell has retained the possession as we approach the last minute of the game, and Rudy Post, lovely quick hands there from John Pratt, and allowed Jordan Elliott the chance to get another goal, but a good save from Canellan. And here's a chance for Scotland to pull one back with Ben Scott, but good defending from Dugoid, got back quickly. Now there's another chance for Scotland through Melville, but it's gone back out to Scott, and Finlay Nesbitt is in the point position if he can use him, but he's decided to switch it for Zara, who looks to have recovered. Surely that was a foul there, Mick. Thomas Manley just showing a little bit of basketball skills. Now there's interesting. The referee called for the ball, and I think he has he put Dominic Zara out of the pool for talking back? No, it's for maybe that bang to the mouth, is it?
I think it might be for the bang he's got, indeed. Yep.
Yeah, he looks to have got a bad bang to the head.
Yeah.
So look, thankfully he's okay. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. Good call by Carl Wilkes, the North Dublin referee.
So George Davies for Rudy Polster. 1 minute left. Polster, little pop for Elliott. Good save from Canellan. Elliott with 11 goals for the tournament. Looks like he'll be picking up the goal scoring award. Scotland just trying to drive down this far side now at the Adro Pollock. 40 seconds to go. Good effort from Finlay Nesbitt. Really good save from Thomas Manley, and mopped up by George Davies. And that, Mick O'Kane, is that.
Yeah, and Thomas Manley, you know, said the young player from the city of Manchester, he has really stood out for me in this game. He's given Elliot McHugh food for thought, and obviously the coach Nick Coombs. So two outstanding young goalkeepers for that England side, with a very strong, complete bench. A fantastic team from 7 to their entire bench.
Yeah, absolutely. Finlay Nesbitt for the foul on Jordan Elliott. Exits George Davis, Cameron Powell. The post denies Powell, and the full-time whistle has gone. England have been crowned home nations champions. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to Scotland for providing yet another brilliant performance. Don't leave us. We'll have the presentation of the next two teams, Ireland and Wales, and then we'll have the Ireland-Wales game, and after that we'll have the presentation of all the awards. We'll see you in just a couple of moments.